Hey guys, wanted to recap for a second on my last video. I was covering the facts that scientists have been able to prove that we are an energy field that can be calibrated. We are individual consciousnesses collectively connected, as our ancestors referred to as a web, around the planet. And our energies as a whole unit very much so merge together, and we truly do affect one another more than we have ever realized. Greg Braden was sharing the fact that when we are able to maintain a certain level of peace through our mindset and our emotions, that this can change the very DNA makeup in our system, prevent diseases and sicknesses. It can create peace within our home, with our families, furthermore our communities, and be truly beneficial to the whole as a part of the consciousness field that we are in. So with that being said, to take this knowledge and make the most of it individually, how? A quote that I heard, I can't recall where I heard it, but it was stated, truth corrects all errors in our mind. So what is truth? Truth is always something that can be revealed over time as facts through tangible proof, personal experience, personally or others' experiences, according to where we are within our own individual consciousness, level of awareness, our outlook, the way we perceive life, ourselves, and each other, is going to determine what our truth is. With that being said, there are definitely different levels of truth and understanding. One can be extremely wise and aware, and one can be limited in their level of awareness. So the truth at the level that is lower than the one that is higher is definitely going to be different. The one here that is a lower level of consciousness or perspective of awareness cannot see to the extent that someone is that might be calibrated, way higher than them. So with that being said, we can simplify the very fact that we know truth when it is something that brings about change for the highest good. We are conditioned in our culture here in America in so many ways that are so erred and so off, and we're preconditioned to believe things that are very delusional. And that goes with the foods that we eat, the way we behave socially, the way we think about material things. We have perfected as a human race the outer appearance on the way that we live and the way that we look, and the cars that we drive now are some pretty awesome looking vehicles. We have these mega churches that are just also glorious. We have schools that are just top of the line in appearance. However, we have not seen a great change in how we interact with each other. It is actually pretty obvious that there is more violence and more conflict with one another as time has gone by. The negatives have escalated. So this is proof that we have spent way too much time working on our outer selves and our world around us than we are within us. So it's so important that we start to really seek truth, seek understanding. Truth is enabling us to shift our perspective and align us with truth that then is enabling us to perceive our outer world, ourselves, and others in a different light. Thus, it enables us to purge out anything that is not for the highest good within our emotional state. It brings about emotional healing, and then what follows thereafter is a spiritual well-being. And in that order, the correcting of the mindset, the emotional healing, the soul becomes more bright and more whole, and then our entire experience as a human body and our experiences around us automatically shift for the better. Our experiences become more positive. We feel more peace. We're able to offer more to others, and as an individual consciousness, a part of the whole, we are able to be more beneficial in raising our vibration to help bring us all up as an energy field, that we are truly one. And I think it's amazing that every saint, Buddha, Lord Jesus, let's see, Mother Teresa, you know, there's so many different spiritual teachers, holy teachers that come, and they all were saying one and the same thing. You know, we are the light, and science says that quantum is energy is vibrating throughout the whole universe, which is little particles of light. So they were being really literal, and they also said that we are one, and one means one energy unit. So it's like a body. Christ was talking about we are the body. And that is a parallel to bring about understanding that each of us are sort of like a puzzle piece, that we are incomplete without each other. And so in order to really enhance our own lives individually, and then turn around and enhance the world around us and those that we are connected with, we have to start seeking truth. And a lot of truths that are ancient, old, are resurfacing in the present day. A lot of people think it's new age knowledge. They think it's, off because it is so deep. And actually, it's really simple. And if you just spend time, in quiet and stillness, and you start to really seek out understanding on a deeper level of why we're here and what our purpose is, the main goal you will find is that you cannot be any benefit to anyone until you correct the errors within your own mindset, because that is what causes conflict within the heart and the soul, and it creates sickness in the body, it creates suffering in the world around, because we know what goes on within us is a projection outside of us. So we have to reverse that and quit putting so much importance on what's around us, the outer appearance. We have evolved in so many ways with technology and things, the material world. However, as a whole, we haven't evolved very far as a human race. We were meant to work together. We were meant to enhance one another, to celebrate our differences, to work together in harmony for the highest good, for the benefit of everyone. And it's time that we start to seek truth, and you won't regret it, because the peace that you feel surpasses all understanding when you start to truly seek truth and cultivate it, to apply it in your life. It's amazing, and I'm proof of that. I lived a life of suffering and turmoil and sickness, and it had everything to do with my own mindset that was so delusional, and I didn't know it. And it took me a lot of time to really be at a place of what I say rock bottom, where I started to search. And we often learn the hard way, but we don't have to. We don't have to. But with all that said, I hope that you realize the importance of what I'm talking about. Raising our vibrations is to raise our level of consciousness, the way that we think, the way that we perceive ourselves, each other, and the world around us. It's time for great change. It's time that we start taking care of the way that we think, the emotions that we harbor, the way that we speak to one another, and the actions that we do on a regular basis. It's time to start thinking past ourselves and as a whole unit, because really and truly our planet depends on it. Our survival depends on it. And so with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day and that you benefited from this video. Thank you. Peace.